They told you who to be before you ever had a chance to decide for yourself. From the moment you were born, a program began running, quietly, invisibly, but powerfully. You were given a name, a nationality, a religion, a gender, a set of rules to follow, and a script to read from. And you accepted it, because you didn't know you could question it. But what if I told you that who you think you are is not who you really are? As a child, you absorbed everything like a sponge, not just language or behavior, but values, beliefs, limitations. You were told what was right and wrong, what was normal, what success looked like, what failure meant. Every time you felt anger, sadness, curiosity, or wonder, society responded with, "Be quiet. Don't cry. That's silly. Grow up." You were conditioned to doubt your inner voice, to ignore your intuition, to suppress your essence. And then came school, the factory of sameness. You sat in rows. You memorized facts. You raised your hand to speak. You were rewarded for compliance, punished for questioning. They didn't teach you how to think. They taught you what to think. By the time you were 18, you'd forgotten the language of your soul, replaced it with the vocabulary of survival. You learned to chase approval, to wear masks, to blend in, and slowly, your authentic self was buried. Now, look at the world around you. We live in a society obsessed with distraction, likes, follows, trends, brands, labels. You're taught to be everything except yourself. Work harder, buy more, stay busy, don't stop, don't question, because if you did, if you paused for even a second, you might realize something dangerous, that none of this is you. So let's pause, right now, take a breath. Beat. Who are you without your job, without your name, without your story? Who are you when the world isn't watching? There's a stillness beneath all the noise. A part of you that remembers. A part of you that was never programmed. It's quiet, but it's alive. That's the real you. The journey back to yourself is not easy. It's uncomfortable, because you have to confront the lies you've believed. You have to face your shadows, the parts of you that feel unworthy, ashamed, afraid. But here's the truth. You were never broken. You were only disconnected. Disconnected from your own essence, from your own knowing. This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. Think about it. Why do so many people feel anxious, depressed, or lost? Because they're living someone else's life, following someone else's dream, running a script that was never theirs. They were programmed to forget, to consume instead of create, to obey instead of explore, to conform instead of express. But if the programming is learned, then it can be unlearned. This is not a new idea. The ancients knew this. Stoic philosophers spoke of the inner citadel, a place within untouched by the world. The Buddha taught that suffering comes from ignorance of our true nature, that awakening is not something you gain, it's something you remember. Modern science echoes it too. Neuroplasticity shows us. We can rewire the mind, we can deprogram, but it starts with awareness. So what now? You wake up, you question everything, you sit with your discomfort, you listen to your thoughts, you peel away the layers that aren't yours, you stop living for validation, you stop playing roles, you stop pretending, and in that silence, something beautiful happens. You begin to remember. You were never just a number, a cog in a machine, a product of society. You are consciousness, embodied, a soul having a human experience, limitless, eternal, free. They programmed you to forget, but now, it's time to remember. Don't just exist. Awaken. Break the script. Reclaim who you truly are, because the world needs the real you, not the programmed you.